Peace and love, y'all. It's your brother A.D.V.I.S S, and we're back with What's the Word Wednesdays, episode 5. So, see y'all coming in, do y'all thing, and as we are doing that, I'm going to be posting our topics and what we're going to be getting through for today as everybody comes in. Hope all is well with everyone and that everything is beautiful. So, while we're letting people get in, let's play some music by the brother Mansour in the background and enjoy this time. What's going on, Crystal? Good to see you up in here. Welcome to What's the Word Wednesdays. We're on episode 5. So tell me what's going on, y'all, in the comments. What's the word? What's good? It's the brother J Cash in the building. How you doing, brother? Welcome to What's the Word Wednesdays with your host, the brother A.D.V.I.S S. And I'm glad y'all are tuning in. Just check out in the comments. Tell me what's going on. What's the word for today? What's been going on this past week? Strength, y'all. Throw it in the comments. Let's get maybe 1 or 2 more people, and then we gonna really get the show started. But good to see all y'all been here so far. Hope your Wednesday has been a beautiful as well as productive one. I see. Who's playing today? Jay, who's playing today? That too. Yup. Keeping up with politics as well. That's definitely one thing I'm gonna touch on when it comes to this current events going on, as well as this, this virus still going on in itself. But with that being said, we got to start the show off right with the starting song. So let's get it in.
Peace to
I just finished up a game. Okay. Is there another game for today?
Skill gates and the serial skill.
Check it out, y'all. What's the word, y'all? What's the word? 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 What's the word, y'all? What's the word?
I got skills galore.
All right, y'all. Now let's get into it. So, J Cash was already touching on a couple of things that current event-wise that's been going on. The main one, which probably has been hitting everybody's timelines, either Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all around different social medias, is a lot of this talk about politics and, the upcoming presidential election and really the whole outcome of the U.S. as it is right now, U.S. politics in general. We have the understanding of right now there's going to be a race between basically Trump and Joe Biden. And part of the controversy that's been going on too with that is most of Joe Biden's past has been shown, but at the same time, we have a number of folks who also are playing to the idea of the lesser of two evils, and mostly is looking to just vote via off of their emotions to get 45th out, which I get you. Exactly. It's Biden and Harris versus Trump and Pence. And when it comes to at least politics, it's a very difficult subject to talk on with other people, individuals, because it's a very emotional thing. A lot of it is not very analytical. It's more so who we like and who we want to stand for us when it comes to values wise. And if they don't fit everything, then we don't like the person. And knowing that no one candidate, person, people are the best to pick and will have every single thing that you want. The thing is doing the knowledge and doing your research on what particular different policies and laws and the agendas that each side has that they're going to bring to the table. But yeah, a lot of people it's very sensationalized, and to me it's really been a running joke right now. Really, like, US politics is a running joke due to also, as we speaking earlier, J.K. said too, is with the whole virus and outbreak and pandemic that is still going on. We still have yet to know fully what the effects have been, honestly, when it comes to like true raw numbers. And I know there's so many statistics and so many different numbers putting stuff out over in, you know, different states in the US day by day, different, either if it's cases or if it's deaths. But the main thing when it comes to understanding this virus and how idea this epidemic and things of that nature, really, once again, is doing that research and knowing where in particular you fit in that, you know, mode, making sure you keep yourself safe as well as keeping other people within your community as well as your family safe, and just doing what's needed necessarily while we are still uncovering more facts and more information pertaining to the virus. So don't be be respectful of people's individual ideas, but then at the same time know what you're getting yourself into. And let's see, Jay says, I believe in community over politics. Yes, it's a catch-22. Politicians cater to those with power and pander to those with hope. I agree 100% with you, Jay Cass. Literally, it comes down to, and this is the one thing that I speak on a lot when it comes to the world, as well as I always akin it to at least black people, at least for myself, because I can only speak from my own experience. But we are all in a state of survival right now. So a lot of people are really trying to figure out where is their next step going to be, where their next check is going to come from, where are they going to get their next meal. So when it comes to a lot of politics and a lot of these other high order things that take precedent over what's going on in our own initial experience, a lot of people are not there because they're really living day by day, like really living day by day. So am I going to go do my research and look up who's going to be the next fit for me, or am I going to figure out how I'm going to get this food for my family and my kids? And that's where we've been missing that piece of community, and that's where people will need to come and support and lean on each other to be able to be like, you know what, right now I am doing financially well, and right now I can support in this particular way with you, so I will go do this and this, and you can add your, you know, and you can add where it's needed. We've lost that sense of what true community is, because there's an African proverb which has been overly used all the time, but that's just how we are as human beings, as well as how we are as people, is we thrive in tribes, we thrive in communities. It takes a village to raise a child, and really that whole village in itself, depending on how connected they are, that shows how much they will flourish and how powerful they will be. And since we have a lot of communities that are very much in a state of poverty, and everyone has their own mindset of like, this is us and only us, I'm not worrying about my next door neighbor, I don't care what they're doing, this and that. It becomes a battle, and that's where we lose. And that's why you hear so many people talking about we got to unify, we got to be a part of the community, we got to do this, because it starts with you. Then it starts with your family, goes to the community, and it continues to spread outward. So I agree with you, J Cash, when it comes to that point of community over politics. Because honestly, if we talking about us being democracy, like, isn't that supposed to be for the people? So what's good with that? We got the brother wanted to join, but let me run back and look through some of these comments. Yes, they're trying to eliminate a middle class or a rising one. I I feel you on that, George. I feel you. I feel you on that, brother. Literally at this point right now, man, because of the epidemic, you see that the unemployment rate has skyrocketed, not just only in California, Washington, but all around the U.S. So we have to be very, cognizant of that and know what we're getting ourselves into, because literally people already thought it was either you poor or you rich, you have or you have not. There's really, people still say they're in there between the middle class, but if you want to look at numbers and you really want to start doing your research while my homie's eating the sandwich, you're going to end up seeing that literally when we talk about middle class and upper class and lower class, you see such a huge gap. And really, where is that in between of middle class is those working people. And since we don't have a number of people working now, what is a middle class? But oh yeah, so peace and love to you all. This is one of my real good brothers that I've gotten to know over the years. Is the brother Dallas, and for today's episode, he wanted to jump in and also tell and give his perspectives on some of the topics that we got, which he helped me with. So, welcome to the show, brother. What's the word? Hello. You got anything on current events, bro?
Not really on current event. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. A lot of things that I feel like people are taking. Yeah. With the only, and I'm about to touch on that. With everything like being limited, like as far as like people working and unemployment and things like that.
Yeah.
I need to catch up on myself.
Not only buy, but people aren't getting paid. Like people are worried about getting checks. People worry about the stimulus check. Everybody worry about all this other stuff. And the one thing you talk about unemployment skyrocketing, you know that I do foreign exchange marketing. So
yeah,
that's been skyrocketing. Like we're looking at the numbers at that, and people are jumping into that. Like Forex is getting big right now. Like everybody's like, because of the unemployment, because like, oh, we can't work, because of everything that's going on, people need ways to make money.
Yeah.
Yo, Forex is going through the roof right now. Like, and me, I tell everybody about it. I'm like, yo, jump on and do it. So finding out where your next chunk come from, like, like you said, poor and rich, like it's gonna be those barriers. But I feel like me personally, like, man, it's up to you to break through all those barriers, man. Like we can't sit here and dwell on the situation. Like, we come from backgrounds where it's like, yo, we gonna struggle, but all right, man, we not gonna sit here and cry about it, man. Like let's push through it. Like let's find a way to get it. And that's my thing on current events, really.
Yeah, I appreciate you putting your points and stuff in there too, man. I mean, at the end of the day, you are the only person that can pull yourself out of a situation. I can give you the keys. I can give you the information. I can give you the ways to get yourself out of it, but it's up to you to take those tools and those sources or resources to be able to get yourself out of, the particular situation. And I know we can speak on, talking about how a lot more people are disadvantaged and they may not have, those particular resources to get to. I mean, that's why you come to the understanding also of humility and knowing that it's okay to go out and ask another person for help if it's going to help benefit you, but more so help in the sense of they're not going to do everything for you, because then you become reliant and you don't become independent. It's fine. Shoot, I didn't learn how to swim until I decided to go ahead and ask like my mom, my cousins, anybody who knew how to swim to go take me to the pool and actually show me what to do. After I learned what I needed to do, I was able to go swim and do it on my own.
When they say, you teach a man how to fish, you feed him for life. So And
Yep.
that's what that is, man. That's an old saying. Like that's a real old saying. Like, and if you didn't pick up on that, like growing up, I feel like those are the people that struggle most. Like remember I had at my other place, you know, I had a roommate,
Yeah.
and he was kind of like that in a way. Like he'd rather pay somebody to do it for him because he didn't know or he didn't feel like doing it. I'm like, yo, you becoming reliant on people, and that's bad. You know, like even if it's just a 1 or 2 time, like that's bad because your mindset is like, yo, I'd rather have that person do it versus me knowing how to do it and doing it for myself. You know, like
Exactly.
that's what makes people great. Like you look at LeBron, you look at basketball, you look at things like that. And some of the top great people, they're not just good at a position, you know, they're good at multiple things, like which makes them great and versatile in a lot of areas. You know, he
Yeah.
does business moves, he does marketing, he does a lot of stuff, you know, like LeBron, speaking on Bron. Like that's what makes him great in my aspect. I don't just look at his play level on the floor. You know, you look at the things he do off the floor and things like that. And same thing with people just
Yeah, that's right, J Cash. Yeah, got to be self-sufficient these days, especially. And I mean, cut you off, brother, but especially during this time. Literally, if you are able to make a way and be able to grind or figure out a lane for yourself during this time where people are just sitting at home not having anything to do, like that one commercial, I'm just playing. But if you're able to use this time, you know the college commercial I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
The guys like you sitting at home, you ain't got nothing to do. Like you really have to, feel that and know that if you can do it during this time, just imagine when you get out of this time and you have even more opportunities to be able to do more. That just speaks to how self-sufficient you can be and how you can pull out and get those resources. So I agree with you, J Cash. But continue, brother. Continue.
Oh no, you got it. I'm just like I tell people all the time, like even let me tell you how serious, like how speaking on self-sufficient.
Yeah.
And the things that I'm doing right now as far as like making money while the pandemic, and things that I'm doing to grow my business. We're literally on the phone right now and I'm making money.
Yeah.
Like that's how fun this is to me. Like, which is why like a lot of people are hurt, like, and I pray for those people, like, and I'm helping I'm helping some of those people get on their toes, like just, cause like, man, like, yo, you going through things. I've had people call me like, yo, man, I need to help moms out with the bills. Like, yo, what's this about? And I'm putting them on and they see the blessings coming. And they're like, yo, thank you, fam. Like, appreciate you. And that's love. And that's why I want to help everybody. Like, yo, if you are struggling right now, even if you're not struggling right now, I still want to put you onto this move because I want you to, like he said, be self-sufficient. I want you to have your own. Like, forget that 9 to 5. That's why a lot of people are hurting right now because they're relying on this 9 to 5. Like, that 9 to 5 check, as they saw, can stop at any time.
Yep.
But what I'm doing, like we're on live right now, and yo, I just entered the trade right before we got on live, and like it's already blue. Like, so by the time we get off, I'm gonna see like where it's at.
Yep. That's what's up. And man,
I had a phone call. Somebody called me.
See, making money while he's on the live. He's getting calls. This man is running up his business.
Yeah.
Appreciate you in here too, J Cat, too. Yeah. Like, we appreciate you too. Whenever you want to, Jay, you can also jump in and out. We gonna keep me and brother Dallas gonna keep going in and out. But whenever you want to get on too, you're more than welcome. Because I want to make this a community thing where people come in and everybody's sharing their perspectives and their thoughts on these topics.
Hit the ground running. Definitely want to hit the ground running. Like even you, bro. Like even if like if you not, like, I tell everybody, like I call him CJ. Y'all know him as Calvin, but I tell CJ all the time. I'm like, yo, like even what I do, I want to help him do it too. So like that way he can, like, he does his podcast, he does his music, he does his things. I want to see him grow in that type of way, in that aspect. And it's like, yo, like you said, hit the ground running. Because this right now, bro, since this started from now, it's not been like, it's work. This is where, like, yo, you ain't had time to do nothing. Like, yo, you need to go ahead and, like, bam, get in that. Like, do whatever business moves you need to make now.
Yeah.
Because like you said, when it let up, everybody gonna be still getting back in the flow of things where you might be sitting on 10, 20, 30 racks. And it's like, bam, I'm good. Now I done started my business, like, bam, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, you know? Like, yeah, definitely. Most definitely.
Exactly. But nah. So just when it comes to, these current events and other stuff or topics, do your research, put in that time and effort to build on yourself, become self-sufficient. And when you do that, we come to our next topic. You get into this idea of either you elevating or you are degrading, which in a sense we also talk about that element of hating when it comes to degrading. And this was inspired by the brother Dallas, so I'm gonna let him touch on his perspective of what he thinks elevating versus degrading is. We'll get into that, and anybody else, you just throw your feelings, your own thoughts into the comments as well too.
And situations, like I want to hear some of y'all personal situations. I want to hear like things that you've seen, like even as far as this pandemic. Like, yo, let me tell you about a personal experience of mine. And I don't mind sharing because I feel like that's what the world is now. Like everybody tries to hide their pain. Like everybody tries to hide, like, yo, I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. Like none of us are. Like I don't care about the people at the top. Like I don't care about if that's where I'm going. I'm always gonna be like, I don't know if you guys follow Country Wayne, but he said some people think and consider themselves to be humble, but some people are humbled with a D at the end. Like, and he said, you never, and I quote him because he said, you don't know if you're humble or not until you have power. And basically what I take from that is like my personal situation, like as me going, like as I'm elevating, as I'm sitting here, everybody looks at me like, yo, I'm 22, yo. I live by myself. I drive nice cars. Like I live a good life. Like, like me, I'm personally good. Like my guy just told me earlier today, like we were sitting, he's like, yo, you're 22, you're not even from Cali, yo, and you out here like just like you're not rich, but like, bro, you're doing good. Like some people dream about a weekend in Cali.
Yeah.
And he's seen the people that I've had to cut off from around me, and I don't even want to do that because I'm a loving person at the end of the day. Like I'm not just doing this for camera. I'm not just doing this for show. Like this is genuinely me. Like, so somebody that I had on my team got mad at me, and it's sad to say, like I say it like this, man, excuse my language, but he showed his ass because I can't sugarcoat it, in so many words, like, and that was on the way to the top, and I'm just like, yo, I don't understand why you would do that to me, like do that to us. Like that's a bond, that's a friendship. A lot of people take those bonds and those friendships for granted because of the personal things that he was going through in his life. And I'm like, yo, I can help you out, man. Like that's where we talk about elevating versus hate. I call it hating, like elevating versus hating. Like if you see somebody going up and grinding, yo, grind with them. They might show you how to get it. If you hang around millionaires, you might be a millionaire if you listen to the right things. If you're not paying attention and all you can do is like, I see some of my closest people drive Rolls Royces, have nice houses. I'm not sitting there like, damn, why he got a Rolls Royce? Damn, why he got a house? Like, I'm gonna try to take that from him. No, I'm gonna try to take this from him so I can get it myself. Like, so I can learn, be self-sufficient. Like do the things on my own so I can sit there and elevate, man. And y'all can feel free to share like some of y'all personal experiences, like about that type of situation.
That's what's up. And I appreciate you definitely sharing that, brother. Yeah. So, yep, exactly. I mean, it also comes with J Cash, like you said. It also comes with the whole idea that you have. What's good, brother? Joking. How you doing in here? But it comes with that idea too of iron sharpens iron, and just basically you are who you hang around with. So if you get around, a group of people, individuals who are looking to elevate and do better for themselves, which they do better for the collective, you're going to feel that energy. You're going to feel that whole presence there with you, and you're going to want to do it. And it comes even unconsciously, but go ahead.
I want your brother that jumped in. I want him to share his experience too, like, and things like that, but go ahead. Like,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, anybody throw it in the comments, but definitely when it comes to this perspective and idea of elevating versus degrading, or we say hating, we can always go back. It stems back from where you originally came from, how your upbringings and everything began. And that environment shapes your identity and shapes your beliefs. It shapes your thoughts around how you view not only yourself but others. So sometimes a lot of us are able to still come from very harsh and very difficult environments that didn't want to elevate, didn't really show much love, but we were able to do that and become that rose that grew from the concrete. While if not, you get stuck to the idea of the want to say we just say quote unquote hood mentality, the poverty mentality, where just so the brother was speaking of someone on his team really was looking and going through something, which we all do go through something. That's why reaching out and knowing that you have that support system is so vital, especially right now.
Yeah.
But if you don't do that and you don't take the time to do so, and you begin to get into that cycle of negative thoughts and hating, now, instead of you big up in the next person that's in your crew, now you're going to be going and trying to attack right at them, and you're going to end up saying, hey, you know what, bro, why are you still making all of this cash that, I'm making and I'm not doing anything? Why are you looking at doing this and then I don't have this? And then this makes people go home and have to end up questioning their own self. And if they're not ready to question their own self, they're going to lash out. So you have to really be willing, and you have to be very cognizant of all of your past experiences, where you came from, how you grew up, to where now that molds you as a person as you move forward to either elevate yourself or continue to be in that state of wanting to hate on other people, because within some sense of your own self, you do have that self-hate. But brother, what you over there smiling about?
Oh man, make and talk about self-sufficient, yo. Yo, making money, yo. Like I know a lot of you guys are hearing about Forex trading. If you're not, definitely look into it. And if you got any questions, yo, my Instagram is Dallas_Griffin3. You can contact me, and I'm definitely down to do a one-on-one call with you guys and explain more and help you, join the team and be self-sufficient, making money in times like this. Like, yo, we're literally on live. I'm looking at a trade right now. I'm making money as we're as we're on live. But we talk about the elevation and the hating, and I see what you said, like how you said that's the village mentality. There's nothing wrong with having that, that mentality, like coming from where we come from. But it's like, I think because at the end of the day, like even the wrong things that happen, I've learned the wrong things can help you go the right way too.
Yes.
They're good. They all experiences. They're all
Exactly.
life lessons. Like, and so when that things like that happen, I don't take them like it. To me, it hurt because somebody I love. Like that's my dog. Like yo, I really love. When I love my dog, like I love you, man. Like so, it hurt me more to be like, damn, bro. Like I gotta cut you off for real. And now I can't see you as you my dog no more. Like I helped you out when nobody would help you out. Like we ain't from even out here. He not from out here. I'm not from out here. But it's like I helped you get on your feet. But it's like, you could come to me for anything, yo.
Yeah.
Why you gotta hate? Why you gotta sit there and put me down and everything? I don't care if it's basketball, yo. Like, yo, you taking bad shots, like, bro, like, you feel me? Like, I don't understand that. So, and just coming from where I come from, we show love where I'm from. Like, for those who don't know, I'm from Texas. Like we show mad love. Like, yeah, it's people that hate on people everywhere, man. But we show mad love. Like, if you a real ass dude, man, we show mad love. And so that's why I just don't understand the concept of just bringing somebody down, like not wanting to see somebody else win. I'm like, yo, we can all win together. If I get, for example, if I can get CJ to be like, yo, we making over 6 figures a year. We both making 6 figures. Guess what we finna do? We finna go on a trip together. that's gonna make me feel good because now I can see my brother elevate. Like I see him on a whole nother level. Like, and we there together. Like, it's somebody I fuck with. Like, this somebody I love. Like, this somebody like, yo, we can really like, we can make money. We can do these type of things. And it's like, yo, this is the life that everybody wants to live. But nobody will go out there and grind. Nobody wants to go out there and help nobody get it if they know the way to get it. I'm like, you want to say all lives matter, Black lives matter. But guess what? Yo, we have, what do y'all want to, this is what people classify it as. I can't say me personally, but I'm going to say the general statement that everybody says. Oh, the white man is in control. The white man, he got everything. I like, you know why though? Because nobody, all the people that come from where we come from, I don't care if you Hispanic, I don't care if you Asian, I don't care if you goddamn, you Egyptian, I don't care what you is. But anybody that's ever grew up around you that come where we come from, nobody's giving that information back on how to help out, my bad, on how they got out. You know, that speaks volumes to like, yo, do all lives matter? If me and you live in this place where I'm at, and you live in my surrounding place, and I'm like, dang, you touched a meal, but you ain't gonna show me how you did it? Nah, man, I can't. This somebody who don't want to see you succeed. I've seen this so many times, bro. Somebody who does not want to see you succeed. That's what they say. They're like, man, I just got it, man. Like, I just did it. That don't tell me nothing. Tell me the information. Like, I want to know how to get it. Like, I'm not 2 years old. Let me know something. Like, if I'm, and I don't ask questions. So if I'm asking a question, like, yo, hey man, tell me what you do. Oh, you do that? I bet. How is it? What's the wave? Like everybody asks me what the wave is with this. No, this is $100,000 software that I'm using to make money while we sit here on live, and I'm giving you the game. Like, yo, how to be sufficient, how to do things. I had 2 meetings today, yo. Just put 2 new people on the team. This is a team over 3,000 people, yo. Like, yo, we all sit here and make money all day. I stay up all night sometimes just to make the extra money. You know, like, that's when the real money hit to me, like, to be honest.
Yeah. Hey, just like Jay Cash was saying in here, bro, you were speaking on it. If you're hungry enough, you're gonna listen to anybody that'll help you get you there, as well as he touched on your point about how, you know, the part of, you know, having those ones that you really want to come up with, they end up turning out wanting to do something completely different, and they're not on that same path as you, and you're gonna have to start cutting ties and cutting loose.
No. Oh, yes and no. Yes and no. And the reason why I say no is because not everybody is going to do the same thing to be successful. Like, you do your thing in your lane and you successful in that. You know, like, I have a guy that just going D1. He leaves in a couple weeks. He's going D1. And his dream is pro basketball. That's his thing. Yo, we're all successful on different levels. You know, like, so it's like, yo, even though somebody wants to be, a lot of people look at that as hate, because it's like, if you know how to direct the energy and guide your team, all you guys will be successful in your own lane. Some people aren't going to have the same dreams. Like you said, some people not. But as long as they don't hate and be like, nah, bro, that ain't what I want to do, bro. You should do it like this. Like, no, bro, do it how you want to do it.
Good point.
And if it don't work out your way, and I'm still up here, or vice versa, you up there and I'm here, yo, let's talk business and let me get there with you. Like, so that's what it comes to when a lot of people don't have that mindset to help somebody grow, to help somebody be like, hey man, let's do it. Like, hey man, I support you, but can you help me do this? Like you said, like, being like, yo, can you help me out, but not being reliable. Like, just learning it for yourself so you're not reliable. And that's all you have to do, man. Like, a lot of people think like, yeah, you gotta cut people off. You gotta, and I hear that all the time in California, man. Like, oh, I cut that person off. Man, that person on full, all that. Like, I hear all of this, and I'm like, y'all grew up since y'all was kids, and you had to cut them off.
Yeah.
Like, was it something really like that you had to cut them off, or was it like y'all had difference of opinions? Because people are gonna have difference of opinions.
Of course.
That don't mean you cut them. Brothers and sisters have difference of opinions. But as long as our bond is still good, and like we can just disagree on a topic. Let's say it's women. I'm gonna just use women. We can disagree on women. You like fat girls, I like small girls. We could just disagree on that, but you still my brother.
Yeah.
We still vibing, like that's still us. So because you have a difference of opinion on what a business move might be that might be good for somebody else that's not good for you,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean because you have a difference of opinion that you still can't be cool. A lot of people think that you had to cut somebody out. Like when I cut you off, it's
Yeah.
like, yo, you violated personal codes. It's no
Yeah.
longer business, it's personal. Like, yo, like you breaking bonds that we had for years, you know, like how you said it, like, yo, and I appreciate that. Like, yo, we known each other probably since I was like, that was around when I first came to Cali. Like, and I was out here for a little bit around that time, and then I had left.
5 years, bro.
5 years?
Yeah.
Dang, it's been that long. Yo, for real. Oh, almost 6.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
Yeah.
if not 6 or more, to be honest, because I think I was around 17, 16.
I mean, it could have been because look, I was still in in school, so I was like 2014, 2015. I was starting to graduate from college, so
Yo,
you know,
yo. So it's been over 6. I'm gonna say 6 plus because 2014, like I'm still like it's 2020 now.
yeah,
But I'm like, yo, like the bonds that we have and the bonds that we build in this world, like that just goes to show, like, yo, just because and don't get it wrong, like we don't talk. It was at a time where we didn't talk, you know, like everybody thinks like, yo, we have to consistently talk. Like, yeah, we
yeah,
touch bases now, like, yeah, we always, and I appreciate it, man. CJ used to send out messages every Sunday, yo. Like sometimes I would look at it and I'd be like, yeah, that made me, you know, that made me smile, like that made me feel good because, like we said, everybody goes through things.
yep,
Everybody gonna do something. Like everybody gonna have their own like little obstacles in their way. But it's up to like you don't know that I was going through that. But guess what? Your message might have helped somebody else. Cause I remember you said it was more than just me. Like that might have helped somebody else get through something. Like, yo,
mm-hmm.
somebody that's not mentally strong, somebody that can't really cope with certain things. That message you send out probably helps somebody be like, hey man, like I can win today, you know, like it's a new day. Like I can do this, you know.
Yep,
And that's elevate. That's you don't always have to put money in somebody's pockets to elevate them. You can help them elevate spiritually, like mentally, like just the growth mindset. Like you see me talk to numerous of women, bro. Some of these women that I talk to, I'm gonna just say females because a woman in me I put standards on me calling a woman a woman. So
yeah,
I'm gonna say some of the females that I talk to, they're not mentally there yet. Like to where like, yo, like where they just understand, you know, like not so much as, you know, like, oh, I gotta cut you. And this is a flaw that I see. Just a flaw that I see.
okay,
Me personally, like I'm not saying that this has to be for everybody, but some women, they're quick to cut people off because of disagreements. That goes to show you the mentality that I'm telling you that people have. And that's the same thing with giving up on yourself. A lot of people are quick to give up because they don't see the results right then and there. Some people don't want to keep working to see the results that they want.
yep,
Yo, you want a relationship. Everybody wants to be John Legend and Chrissy Teigen. Everybody wants to be Cardi B, Offset, Jay-Z, Beyonce. How are you going to be that when you have a mentality? Let's throw everything else out of the picture. When you have a mentality of, I got to give up first. I got to cut people off first. Bro, you got to
growth
live and
mindset,
learn. You have to live and learn.
yes,
You have to be able to go through those things and still work through them, because the people that are able to work through things like that are the people who are able to work through obstacles in life and be like, you know what, I'm breaking down this barrier. I'm breaking down this because I done broke in your head. You're like, yo, I done broke down the other barriers.
yes.
I done
That's
broke
why,
down.
yes.
Go ahead.
No, that's why. No, that's why visualization is a very beautiful thing too, and being able to strengthen your mind and strengthen those bonds, and really, it's really having that keen awareness to know what's truly going to keep you pushing further and what's going to be a stepping stone for you. But you don't let that stepping stone as well as also that obstacle stop you from getting over it. Because then once you're able to get over that obstacle, you're gonna be like, okay, I see 5 more, but guess what, I was able to get over this one, so I know if I take a little bit more hard work and dedication, I can get over this one, and then the next one's gonna be easier, and before you know it, your pace is gonna be created in this race that you're trying to get to, whatever your self-proclaimed greatness is, or what you want to leave your mark and legacy in this life. It's all up to how you want to end up pushing yourself. So I mean, to Jay's point too, there's also going to be a time where yes, you're going to have to end up, distancing yourself from people, in the sense of knowing that where they are when it comes to their state, and also energy wise. So jumping into the last topic that we got for today's episode, and hello to everybody. Hi to everybody is here. Is What's the Word Wednesdays, episode 5. And the last topic we're jumping into right now is defending your energy against or for yourself and others.
Ooh,
so
that's tough.
It ties very much into the whole idea what we had earlier of, elevating, finding that self-sufficiency. And when you really want to push forward towards, your life and figure more things out, you have to become aware of who are those people that are what we call them energy vampires, who are going to come and just leech off of you and take your energy from you without you even knowing it, just because of the fact that they feel that way. Hey, brother Ack in the building, I feel you, G. But you have to take that into consideration of who you want to end up giving out your energy to, as well as who you want to keep your energy from. Because the more that you are able to use that energy to your own self-fulfillment, not only for self, but it also will continue to link out, and it will influence others around you. And if you are in an area, or you have people that are very toxic that are in your circle, guess what? You're going to also end up getting those same energy and vibes from them, and it's going to unconsciously come off on you. Whether if it starts off being just a thought of, man, I don't have no money, and people just in a circle with them, and they're complaining about they don't have no money, they broke, they can't get here, they can't get that. You're going to continually be feeding into that energy, even though you can be that person that's succeeding, but you get into that circle of others who are not succeeding, and they are literally just leeching off and getting that energy from you, because you're sending out good energy, but then you're meeting them where they're at. So then that means you end up lowering yourself and getting yourself drained, and you're not able to propel yourself over and past that.
Yo,
but
watch
going, bro. Go, bro.
Watch, hey, you already know. Watch how tough that is, yo. So
life is all about energy and balance. If you're around negative people, you'll eventually be negative. Yep. Facts, Jay. That's facts.
How you seeing that?
You not seeing anybody pop up?
I think they private. They might be private.
No, it's because your camera tripped out for a bit, so now you're not going to see comments, and I know I've had that happen to me before.
Oh, well,
so like if you want to
read them, what can I do?
I can still continue to read them out to you. That's fine, but if not, you'll probably have to exit the live, then come back, and then you'll be able to see them.
All right, I'm gonna come back right now. Hold on.
All right. Right now, too, while he comes back, too, if anybody else have comments and they want to jump on before he jumps on, please feel welcome to, because I appreciate y'all being here for What's the Word Wednesdays, episode 5. This is basically a podcast, if not just a whole general talk of how people are, in the community of us just building and elevating and, getting our ideas out there, as well as being able to just share in this community to uplift our thoughts, uplift ourselves. We're here to build. This is what we're talking about. This is the unity and community. So all of y'all are welcome whenever to join, and also throwing your comments. But get to your point.
So this is my thing on the energy, and like you said, like lowering your energy because somebody has lower energy. Yo, anytime, you know me, yo, I'm a vibe. And for those who don't know me, I'm not going to do it right now on camera and things like that. But like, yo, I smoke on my free time. I have fun. I go out and eat. I eat with friends. We do our thing. We turn up. We all grown. We do our thing. yo, anybody that's ever, like, he'll tell you, yo, I'm a straight comedian, yo. Like, I'm not, like, yo, I'm not trying to be around nobody like this all day. Like, that's not me. Like, what are we sitting there frowning for? Like, yo, I'm with one of my shorties last night. Like, for example, yo, she's a vibe. Like, I love her energy. Like, yo, we were literally walking out the door last night. It was like, yo, she had like this face. And then like I said something and like you could just see her energy like go up. Like, and it's like, yo, like we vibed, like right, like we was vibing before that, but like cause we like, you know, we known each other for a little bit now, you know, like probably like a couple weeks, few weeks, whatever. But like her vibe is just like, yo, we vibe, you know, like, yo, we smile, like we talk, like it's fun, it's energy. I'm not trying to be around nobody that's like, even my homeboys, like, yo, what if you around me and you mad all the time? Like, yo, I can't do it. I can't. Yo, I'm an ace. And if I'm your dog, I'm be like, yo, you good? Like, I gotta talk to you, man. Like, I gotta figure out, like, yo, why are you? Like, I'm probably just gonna stop like talking to you until you feel like, yo, let me holler at D and let you know, like, yo, bro, I've been going through this. All right, bro, I feel you, man. You know how that guy talk with you, and then bam, you don't turn up after that because that's what I want to do. I want to have that high energy you want. I feel like you cannot get through this world. Like, if everybody always like, oh, if you smoke, it's a bad thing. Like, no, sometimes people do that. Maybe that's how they get their energy going, bro. Like, some people, like, yo, I don't see nobody saying nothing about the people who drink all day. You don't, when you see the rich people drinking all day, you don't say nothing about them. I don't see none of that. So why do we sit here and we look at our other people with such backs on degrading? Like, why are you gonna put somebody else down because that's their thing and that's their energy? Like, because your energy is low. Like, yo, you should be trying to get next to that person and, you know, rub elbows and get your energy up. You know, like, like, yo, like, elevate with them. Like, and it all plays a factor with each other. Like, yo, energy, elevation. Like, yo, I don't know if I told CJ the other day, but I want to say I did. Yo, I played basketball.
MC Zero in the building. What's up, brother? Saipan in the building.
That's Saipan.
Yeah.
That's the
yeah, that's the homie. You know. All right, hold on. Before you give your point, I want to at least give folks.
What up, BT?
At least three points to take into consideration when defending your energy against your own self and defending it against other people. So, number one of how to defend energy against other people is be aware of people's body language. So, when you see somebody's body language, whether it's inviting or it is resistant, that's where you know that, okay, this is a point I have to either take myself elsewhere, or am I going to go into this environment and engage in it and be able to grab what I need from you? Second sign of being able to defend yourself or defend your energy from others is knowing, you know, the types of conversations that they're having. So realizing what words and what they're saying and speaking, if that speaks to you and that brings you up, then you will continue to be there. If it's something that's very toxic, that's very downgrading, that's very not in the lane of where you are individually energy-wise, then you once again set yourself up somewhere else. So that's the second one, is watching the words that people say.
Hey, Chris, what's up, Chris?
Yeah, Chris is in the building. She is. And the third one of being able to protect your energy from other people is also seeing how they act as people. So watching their actions and their behaviors. So if you are a observant person like I am, I love to observe. If you happen to be somewhere, maybe sitting outside, and you notice a group of people that you've never met before, and you might have wanted to end up in engaging and, you know, getting to know them. And I know right now, going outside, COVID, all that other stuff, but just as for an example, and you see them and they're, you know, maybe they're playing music or they're outside, you know, playing basketball, and that's your type of vibe. You go over and you start playing and you see that you connect. Versus if you see other people outside over here, they're yelling, chanting, running, you know, wanting to start fighting and engaging and stuff, you start learning as when you see other people, you notice that, okay, this is not going to be the type of individuals I'm going to get myself around. So being aware of these 3 points that I have off the top of my head, you'll be able to defend your energy, whether it's knowing through their body language, knowing through the words that they speak, as well as knowing and seeing how they act in their behaviors. It can be as simple as how you feel after you're away from a certain person. If every time you leave them, you feel emotionally tired, they could be draining. Yep, no, that is very true, Kat. That is very true. That's what we call those, those energy vampires. It's very true. It can be somebody honestly going in incognito. They over here, they're an agent. Literally, you think somebody that's all happy, bubbly, is all good time and fun times, and you trying to be around them and you get that, but then you come from it and you're feeling, less and low of energy. You start to question, why is that the case? They might end up also be lying to themselves, and they're putting on a facade. So then you buy into that. So that's why you have to not only look at, like I said, what how they look body wise and what they say, but also what they do, and see if it's also in congruence of who they are as a character. So that's a very great point, J Cash. You're right. It's a very great point.
Off top, I agree. I definitely agree. It's been people like, and I'm gonna touch it on, like, even like some of your homies, like just your homie being mad around you, like, and I feel like I do real good on separating my energy versus because some of my homies be mad, like, some of them be mad, and
Thank you, Crystal.
hey, for real, right, good hat.
Represent LA all day, but respect to all other states around the world. We all make one. So shout out to everybody.
And so like I know, like, when, for instance, whenever like somebody I know is like in a different headspace than me, and they're going through it, I just try to be like, all right, man. And what I do is I hear them, and then I fast forward to the, all right, bro, what you gonna do now? Because you ain't about to sit here. If it's my guy, you're not about to sit here and cry about it all day.
Yeah.
Like, not even for another 5 to 10 minutes. Like, bro, what's that? Like, is we like, how can I get you to feel better? Like, like, what can we do right now? Like, you wanna go play ball? Like, what you wanna do? Like, something, like, eat. Let's go vibe. Like, let's go do something like that. Like, and even when it comes to like just anybody, even like when it comes to, like, I'm gonna say females, like, we've all had females like that, they like how he said, like, yo, can be around you and like drain you. They can drain you because you're making yourself like, oh, I gotta be here, like, I gotta do this. When you start thinking that in your head, yo, that drains you.
Mm-hmm.
When you, even like, you're in a room full of people and you're like, oh, I gotta be here, like, yo, that's draining. That's really draining. That's drain, like, because now you're thinking about it, you're dreading, you're like, oh, I'm here, I gotta be here. Like, versus just being there, vibing, like, oh, this is where I'm at, like, like, this is what's going on. Like, a lot of people don't know how to do that.
And that's a great point that you bring up too. And that's actually one sign that you can. And I'm gonna throw up 3 signs, since I gave 3 signs of how to defend your energy against others. Now I'm gonna give you 3 for how to defend energy against your own self. And you made a great point. The first one, like you said, is really being able to watch out for your thoughts. So for you to be able to keep that certain energy for yourself, you have to watch out for what you're even saying to yourself. You literally are what you create within your mind.
I appreciate
but at the same time, you are not your thoughts. You are not those amalgamations of ideas that run through your head. So you have to be able to be watchful of your thoughts to be able to also defend your energy. The second point of being able to defend energy from your own self is the environment that you even put yourself in. So if you know when you come, either if it's home, whether it's in your car, whether it's going off to your job, and you know that environment has an effect on how you get your energy wise, you have to be aware of that as well, because then you be continuing to start to also drain your own energy because of the places you choose to be and go. And I know some of them you can't, like, it's not a necessarily you can just change and be like, oh, I'm gonna go buy a new house, or I'm gonna go and just get a new job like that. But you have to be very mindful of why your energy is being drained. So one, being mindful of your thoughts. Two, being mindful where you put yourself. And then three, being mindful once again of the people that you have around you.
And I want to,
And
and I
it's
want,
up to you. Go ahead.
and I want to touch on what you said. Like, I know, like, some people go to work and some people are and it goes back to dreading yourself. Like, you feel like, yo, I gotta be there. Like you said, you're not in a position to take yourself. Yo, I used to be at work all the time. Like, I do security for those. Like, I do security and I do Forex trading. So my security money, honestly, yo, like, that's just like extra money for me to play with. Like, I make money, but then I make more money. Yo, you gotta have multiple sources of income. But my point is, like, yo, I've been to work and like, yo, it's times where I get there and I'm just looking at these supervisors and I'm just like, bro, they about to get on my nerves. Like, just because I know who working with me that day. But guess what? It all go back to you gotta know yourself. Like, yo, what I used to do was I used to get high and then go to work. Like, I'm like, bro, because I feel relaxed. No matter what they say to me, I'm just like, all right, I'm about to go do what I gotta do now. You want me to do that? All right, cool. Because I know, like, I'm just sitting there and you frustrated. Like, one time I came in, it was like 6 in the morning. We got there early. Yo, we ain't even clocked in yet. First off, this woman walked up to me. She was like, what she say to me? She said some crazy stuff. She said, where you supposed to be at? I'm like, or somebody like my uniform or something. Like, I said, what? I said, yo, bag. It's 6 in the morning. I'm protecting myself because it's like, yo, bag. Like, I don't want none of what you got going on.
Mm-hmm.
And you for sure don't want me to, like, just like, I don't even, like, yo, we don't even need to go there. Like, yo, bag. And she was like, she tried to get mad at me, but she looked at me and she understood, like, all right, this ain't the time. Like, this ain't the play. Like, you can talk to me. You can tell me what to do about anything. Like, I'm a listen. I'm a hard worker. I do it. But it's like, yo, it's 6 in the morning. You're not about to be in my face. And I just opened my eyes. Like, bag. Let me get myself together. You know, like, and I just go, like, some people are scared to say those things because they're at work. Like,
Yeah.
man, don't be scared to tell your boss. Like, me personally, like, where I'm from, like, yo, don't be scared to tell your supervisor. Like, yo, if you're not mentally there, yo, they can't force you to be like, they cannot, yo. Like, you're a person at the end of the day. Yes, we sign contracts when we work these 9 to 5s and things like that, but also within those contracts are your employee, like, the way that an employee feels. Like, break your lunch breaks and your 15 minutes. Yo, if somebody pisses you off and you ain't took your break, you can go like, yo, I need this break right now. I'm not mentally in the right headspace. Like, you can do things like that. Like, yeah, communication is vital, yo. Like, that's definitely key. Like, some people feel like they don't know how to open their mouth and say and not only communication, but good communication. Because, like I told her, like, I was firm with her. Like, she understood. As soon as she told me, I said, yo, bag up, yo. I just opened my eyes. And from that moment, it was like, it was no longer about business. She understood. It was like, yo, I'm in this person's space. Like, because I'm messing with this person. And it's like, yo, I wouldn't want that done to me. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. That's how I live my life. So when you say communication, it's like, some people, they're instantly like, let me cuss this person out. Let me do this. Let me jump down. No, I'm not about to cuss you out, but I'm going to be firm with you. Like, we're adults, yo. Hey, man, bag. We don't need to be in each other. Like, we don't need to be each other energy like this. If you don't like me and I don't like you and I'm at work and we got to work together, guess what we're going to do? We're going to work in silence. I will be in my lane. You be in your lane. And things like that. Yeah.
All right, y'all. We got 1 more minute wrapping up. I do appreciate everyone that's here.
Hey,
Saipan, hold on. Before we wrap up, I want to thank everyone for being here for episode 5 of What's the Word Wednesdays. We're gonna have an after show where we just talking and also either continuing this talk or we just chilling. But we appreciate all of you being here. And just knowing that when it comes to all of this too, when it comes to elevating versus degrading, is really knowing how to be self-sufficient and knowing what works for you, as well as being able to defend your energy against yourself and against others. You have to be noticing, one, like what you need to do mentally, what you need to do physically, what you need to do holistically around you to be able to assess and keep that energy for you to thrive. So we appreciate y'all. Any last comment, bro, before it cuts off?
Nah, man, we gonna save it for the after show. We're gonna save it for
All
the
right,
after
then.
show.
For the after show, y'all.